Have you got problem with mold and condensation in some of the rooms of your house, like your bathroom? Well, I've got an idea of how you can stop that. Now, before I introduce you to some really amazing plants that can help your bathrooms and damp areas, let me just give you an idea of the classification. First of all, there are tropical plants, things like palms and things like ferns, and what else have I got? The orchids over there that naturally live in very humid environments, so they thrive pretty well in high humidity areas. And then I've got succulents and cacti that come from very dry areas, but they like to lock in the moisture in their foliage themselves. Things like Aloe Vera that's over here, some of the succulents on the windowsill, and even Sansevieria here. And they absorb the moisture and hold it in their foliage. So these two distinctly different plants from different environments, one that likes living in humidity and the other one that lives in dry areas, both do a job of pulling in some of the excess moisture in the air. First plant is the peace lily. Now that's a really good one in humid conditions. It has beautiful emerald green leaves, and then its flower itself, well, it's not technically a flower. It is in fact a hood with a spathe, which is a single spike in the middle. It's often given to people who are going through a difficult time. So it's a gift that's often given to people who are in hospital or people who are home ill, because it does mean peace and tranquility and friendship. But it's a very good plant to absorb some of that extra humidity. Now the plant just behind is an orchid. It's a phalaenopsis orchid. Now the word phalaenopsis comes from the ancient Greek meaning moth-like, because the flowers all look like they're little flitting moths rising above the foliage itself. They do particularly well in a humid area. They come really from Southeast Asia, so they grow on the side as epiphytes, on the side of other trees, and it is a really good plant and prefers to have a humid area. Never let it sit in water, because it will get a lot of the moisture through its leaves, and you can mist it as well if there is a bit of a shortness in humidity. So they're good plants to have in the bathroom. Next is the Aloe Vera, a real beauty for the bathroom. This one here comes from more dry areas and is a succulent and will live quite comfortably with neglect, but because it's in the bathroom, it's taking the moisture from the humidity that's in there. The contents of the sap of the leaf is incredibly good for your skin. It's very good to use on rashes, on burns, especially sunburn and the like, stretch marks or scars, because it has natural healing capabilities. The secret is you cut off a bit of the leaf, you squeeze out the white gel and then apply it to your skin. Then you can compost the bit that you've taken off and even seal where you've made the cut with a little bit of cling film and an elastic band. Good bathroom plant. Next one is a big favourite, the spider plant. It's a really safe plant to have in the house because you can almost eat it, so don't worry about the cat chewing it or the kids even. So it's a good safe house plant. It comes from tropical and subtropical regions, so it's very good in the bathroom. In fact, it'll thrive in the bathroom in a well-lit position. It's otherwise known as the hen and chickens plant, if you've ever heard it called that, because you get these spikes that come from the plant itself. They have flowers, but they also have lots of baby plants. These are the chickens. The plant is the hen that you can propagate and produce new ones from. So very good in a humid area, dries the area out, but also is a very good performing houseplant. Next one here is commonly known as the mother-in-law's tongue or snake plant. There are different names to it. Now this is a particular one. This gives out oxygen at night because the plant takes the oxygen in, holds it and then releases it later. It is almost indestructible. In fact, I think it lasts longer than its artificial version. It's a very tolerant house plant. Very good again because it's a succulent of taking the moisture in and then locking it in as well. So it helps clear excess moisture, which creates condensation, and too much condensation, of course, creates mold. And the mother-in-law's tongue scored really high on the NASA Clean Air study for removing toxins, and so did the orchid and the peace lily. This video is being sponsored by Everest, who's been helping homeowners up and down the country with their windows and doors. And for more information, just follow the link in the description. Now palms are pretty good for taking out excess moisture as well. They love it because they'll take it in and it helps. And most of the plant is formed of water, so they need that to grow. And I think palms really add architectural shape into the bathroom and soften it. Make you, when you're lying in the bath, you feel as you're in a tropical paradise. Another big favourite, of course, is ferns. Ferns are great bathroom and kitchen lovers. They love the moisture. This one here is known as a Boston fern or Nephrolepsis. And it's got these lovely fronds that come out. They almost unfurl as they're in the bathroom. This lovely emerald green colour, and the colour green is the colour that calms us. Red is for fire, blue is for cold, orange is for warm, but green is for calm, relaxation. And all different types of ferns. Doesn't just have to be this Boston fern here, but bird's nest ferns and terrace ferns. Many of them are great bathroom plants, and they're very good at taking that humidity. Now here I've got a combination of echiveriums and anomiums, and looks like a little sedum on the side as well. And of course, as they take moisture in, because they're succulents, they like to lock that moisture in and store it. So they're really good for grabbing that excess moisture and holding it in. But also things like living stones and the money tree or the jade plant, they're also pretty good in bathroom conditions. Again, they're succulents holding that moisture in. And finally, the simple ivy. We all end up with plenty of it at the end of our hanging baskets when they're clearing them out. Don't take them out, prune them up, pot them up and take them inside as houseplants again. Very good with the moisture and the air cleaning too. And they're pretty good. If you wanted something a little higher up, you can plant them up into little hanging baskets or macrame pots and suspend them from the ceiling, and they'll trail down, giving a beautiful green foliage effect in the corner of your rooms. Well, there you have it. A negative like condensation and mould can be reduced by plants. But guess what? Not only are they reducing it, but they're thriving in that environment as well and softening our bathrooms, making them into a tropical paradise. What you do need is plenty of light. And these Everest windows that I've got here, triple glazed, is letting in, that whole panel is letting in plenty of natural light, which with the humidity will help these plants grow. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and turn on your notifications for more great content like this. For more information about Everest and double glazing, just visit their website, everest.co.uk.